Good morning. This is Maggie T with Lush Exchange, and I just wanted to come to you guys with this one is not really daily motivation. This particularly one is about those that deal with depression and anxiety, or you're just having a bad day and just don't know why you woke up in a rut, and why you're just in such a bad mood, a moody mood, and you just, and it just sets your day up to be a gloomy one. This message is for those that just need a little bit of reminder of what you should do in those tough times. But definitely want to go ahead and give you this quote to start off before I give you some tips. And that is, not all storms come to disrupt your life. Some come to clear your path. I'll just let you read that a little bit. And basically that just means that not everything that happens in your life bad is there to destroy anything in you. Sometimes it is there to teach you some things and make you a better person, or especially let's say you're losing someone that was dear to you but that wasn't good for you. Sometimes it clears up that bad energy. It gets rid of those things, the wrong people in your life, and it just relieves a weight off your shoulders for one thing, and it just helps you move into a better place. Sometimes we have to kind of let these things and people go, and we just tend to hold on because we care about them. But sometimes it's just, you have to for the better of you. So I definitely want to go ahead and get into some tips, because I just feel like you're listening to this because of the fact that you don't know right now. You don't know whether you should cry, hit a wall, yell, whatever you're feeling right about now. I just want to give you some tips on how to cope and just find ways of not suppressing your feelings. We have to do a better job of that, because suppressing your feelings can be unhealthy as well. So let's go ahead and just first take a deep breath. If that's you right about now, you're anxious and you just can't calm down, and you just feel like something is triggering in you emotionally, and it just seems like everything to you is irritating you. You're yelling at your children, you're mad at your significant other, you're already dreading going into that work day. We have to clear our minds of that bad energy and focus on having a better day. You can't let that win. You cannot let that control your mind. So let's just start off with breathing for a moment. Okay? And let's take these tips and see if these will assist you when you are down, when you're just having a horrible day. And here we go. Of course, the key to self-treatment for depression or anxiety is to be open, accepting, and loving towards yourself and what you're going through. Suppressing your feelings, like I stated earlier, and emotions may seem like a strategic way to cope with negative symptoms of depression, but it's very unhealthy. Of course, if you're having a down day, have it. Please have it. let yourself feel those emotions. Because you got to let it out. You have to let those emotions go. But don't stay there. That's the key to it all. Don't dwell in those emotions, but don't feel bad for having them either. But when you're feeling it and you just need something to do to control that, try considering writing about what you're experiencing. And as well as when the feeling lifts and goes away, also write about that too. So write about when you're feeling bad, as well as how you're feeling after the fact when it goes away and it, kind of relaxes a little bit more. You want to talk about those things as well, because when you write those type of things down, especially when you're overcoming it, that feeling that you're getting when you're describing how it made you feel, it will bring you back to those moments and remind you this is where you want to be. Definitely. Of course, the negative, irrational voice in your head may talk you out of self-help. Of course, because in your head, you're thinking, oh, this is not going to work for me. And you ignore it. However, if you can learn to recognize it is happening to you, you can learn to replace it. Of course, depression can tempt you to isolate yourself and withdraw from your friends and family. That's never good, because when you push people away, they may or may not know that something is truly wrong with you, especially when you bottle up and close yourself, but you're silently seeking help. I mean, the reality is some people can't read minds and maybe not know a cry for anything. But face-to-face time can help wash away those tendencies. So do not sit there alone in the dark, just in your thoughts. You have to at least talk to somebody, and definitely encourage face-to-face interaction so they can see you. You can see them. That helps a lot. Of course, due to this COVID, we are unable to spend time together in person. Things have become a challenge with that, but there are alternates you can do to overcome those obstacles as well, which is phone calls or video chats. So it's still a face-to-face interaction, especially with the video calls. You're still seeing those people. You're still able to kind of just, the good thing about it is it's harder to mask those sad feelings because people can see it in your face when you're not in a great mood. It can be in the tone, body language. There's a lot of things that face-to-face interactions can avoid. So to me, that is definitely helpful to do. As well as stress and anxiety can prolong your depression symptoms. So you have to find relaxing techniques that can help you lower stress and invite more joy and balance into your day. Research suggests activities like, of course, meditation, yoga, deep breathing may help you improve your sense of well-being and feel more connected to what's happening around you, because you just have to be focused. Stress and anxiety just clouds your head, and your mind sometimes races a little too much. So deep breathing and yoga and meditation focuses your mind on the activity in itself versus all those things that's running through your head. On days when you feel as if you can't get out of bed, exercise may seem like the last thing you want to do because we are in a slump and we just don't want to get up out of the bed. You just want to lay there and sleep all day long and, be bitter in your sorrow. But exercise and physical activity can be powerful depression fighters. For some people, exercise can be as effective as medication at relieving depression symptoms. So, this one I highly encourage because it kind of gets your juices flowing just a little bit. It keeps your mind focused, and it gives you a lot of energy, and it's just a lot of benefits of exercise. Of course, it also may help prevent future depressive episodes because with that good energy and that good feeling it gives you, it takes your mind away out of that depression. It motivates you to, especially when you set challenges for yourself and goals within that workout, even if it's just taking going for a walk around in the neighborhood with some good music. It doesn't have to be vigorous. It can just be light, but any type of physical activity that you can do for yourself is definitely helpful. You may also find it helpful to speak to a professional about what you're going through. Of course, when all things are not working out for you, it's okay to talk to someone of professional status. It's okay. It's what they're here for. And it's definitely nothing wrong with you to reach out to someone of that caliber. Now, you don't have to even tell anyone that you are seeking a therapist, or let's say you're, church family and you're talking to the pastor and you're just needing a bit of words, whatever you are, religious or not. Just find some things, especially when it's like things you're dealing with your family, your love life. Family counseling helps as well, because sometimes the stresses of life and things of those things also can cause your depression. Dealing with your children and it's only you, all of that, it can be a lot. It can definitely weigh heavy on you when you are the provider. You are the sole provider for a lot of things, especially if you have sick loved ones that you kind of have to take care of. We have to get back to helping ourselves as well. Sometimes we do push ourselves to the side, and it's like, it doesn't matter. And you get into that mindset that it doesn't matter. But, you shouldn't think that way. Because we are brought into this world for a purpose. And sometimes you have to find your purpose out of life. There are many reasons for living. Life is worth living. But like a general practitioner may be able to refer you to a therapist or any other specialist. They can assess your symptoms, because sometimes, yes, self-treatments help cope, but sometimes people need a more clinical evaluation, just in case it does require some clinical treatment and development. And they can actually assess like a developmental plan tailored to your needs. Of course, this may include traditional options. That doesn't really have to necessarily include medication, such as, private therapy or alternative measures such as acupuncture, etc. So not every therapist will diagnose you with any type of illness, if that's what you're worried about. If you're thinking that going somewhere there will make you out to be not so well, not, or crazy or whatever, we all name it. We all need help at some point in our life. and you just kind of falling down. But at least you recognized it and said, you know what? I got to get back up. I have to get back up on my feet because I have so much ahead of me that I need to reach. So I do hope that some of these tips does help you with going through depression and even if it's anxiety. Just do not use other coping mechanisms that mask it, though. Like I always state, alcohol, just bad behavior, just sometimes we can self-harm ourselves, not even just with alcohol, just how we behave and things of that nature, who we hang with, can cause a lot of these things to happen to us. So you just have to recognize it and take control of you. All right? But on that note, this is Miss Maggie T with Lush Exchange. I do hope this message has met you well. All right? Till the next time, Miss Maggie T, and I'm out. And good morning.